Excuse me, can I sit here? You gonna sit with me? You wanna be part of the video? And talk about our new home office? Work besties, welcome back. Today I am showing you my brand new home office. It's been a couple months in the process. When I first got this space, let me show you the condition that it was in. So as you can see, it's a big room, boring room, very gray, a lot of carpet. Yeah, so that was step one. On day 3 of floors, you may remember there was carpet in here, and carpet, to be honest, grosses me out, and I didn't want carpet. So thus made the choice to change it to something a little lighter and more earth toned. Now that the flooring is done, we can get started on all the little projects in here. We need 38 inches, just as I suspected. The goal here is to wooden panel just like this corner to give some transition to the wall and a little bit of interest. Have done wood paneling before, learned a lot of lessons, let's call them. Need to get some like artwork for the wall and reconfigure this, but project completed. Project Lord knows how many of this home office little transition, but I love it. That was a good one. Project 1 complete. Hey, recognize this? And then it was time to move to the washroom, which is behind this wall, because it was looking a little sterile, a little white. And so my mind, after scrolling on Instagram for a while, got this idea that lime wash. I was hyper-fixated on lime wash and I really wanted to try it, and I was like, you know what? In the bathroom seems like a good idea, because if I mess it up, do I really care at the end of the day? Not so much. So then we started that project. Today is the day we attempt to lime wash the bathroom with, okay, not the whole thing, just this wall and this wall. It took me a while to find. I actually had to bring it in from the US because Canada, I don't know if we just don't carry lime wash or what it is, but this is the paint. We have to prime first. None of us have ever done this, so I think we have all the supplies and we've watched enough YouTube tutorials that we can figure it out. Walls are dry. The primer's been dried. I ended up doing 2 coats on it because the can recommended it, and as lazy as I wanted to be, I was like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. Moment of truth. Let's see this color. Gorge. This is so watery, and the third coat you're supposed to like water. I'm like, come look at this consistency. Like it's very, it's not oily because it's water-based, yes, moist. My hand is exhausted.
It's okay, only 3 more times.
I know.
Yeah, I like that you're holding it like you're like the most aggressive.
My hand is really sore. First coat is applied, 1 of 3. And it looks really stinking cool. I decided to just do 2 walls, and I think I'm actually really happy with that. I think it works nicely.
Is that your paint outfit?
It's cute, eh? Okay. First coat is dry. Second coat's going on, and I think I know the technique better now, which is just a lot of X's, but you don't want like the brush strokes. I'm very curious to see how like a second coat lays. We're officially done. So we gotta let this dry, take the tape off, and that's my bathroom. I'm really excited about this. I'll show you the final product. Project done. We still have so much more of the office to do, but I'm really excited about this one. So from day 1, I knew exactly where my little work nook was gonna be, the corner of the room that I would spend the most time in. And to be honest, a lot of the furniture I already had from my previous house, and a few pieces I did order, and so they started to come in. Shout out Branch Furniture, I love you so much. So this is the corner that I am working at. This is where I spend most of my time. And you'll see, we also added in some whiteboards. Where did I get those? I think I got them on Wayfair or something. But we put those up because in my brain, I'm like, this would be a nice place to just like write out some big things going on. And sometimes my team comes and works in this space. So it was kind of like a place that I could just put up, I don't know, reminders or something. In my head, it was like, this is aesthetic and also functional, so this makes sense. Then it was time to move on to that hole in the wall that I showed you earlier. I went back and forth on this quite a bit. I was like, do we do shelving here? What's the vibe I want really in that corner of the room? Because it is quite a bit of you know, space to work with. So the hole in the wall ended up getting a vision. And then the vision started to go into play, and it took a couple of months because it did have quite a bit of structural work that needed to be done. Got a contractor to do, to manage that project because it was a lot bigger than in my head I had kind of envisioned. I thought it would be a lot more simple, but turns out it wasn't. Over time, we started to get the hole in the wall to look exactly how I wanted it to. It's coming along. Haven't been able to use the office for the last 2 weeks, which has been fun, but we're getting there. So originally where the fireplace was and extends up, I was like, okay, this would look really, really nice with like stone. And then I got the quote for the stone and I was like, okay, let's explore other options because that is very expensive. To which led me to find a gentleman who specializes in micro cement, Venetian plaster. Took a few samples of both of them and I was like, you know what, micro cement seems like the exact vibe I'm going for. So we did micro cement behind the fireplace all the way to the top of the wall, and then I extended it to the side wall because I wanted to create more of like a cohesive area at that side of the room. Then the micro cement was going in and I was like, sconces. The electrician's gonna be here soon. What if we just add in a few sconces? And I found these gorgeous sconces at West Elm, along with another light fixture that I'm obsessed with that goes in this space. I added in a little media unit at the bottom from Article, a bit lower set than what I was originally envisioning, but then with the sconces leaning down, I was like, no, this is perfect and minimal. And I thought about putting artwork in the middle, but I was like, I kind of like how clean and simple it looks without it. So that's how it's gonna stay right now. These are all furniture things that I've had for a while now. They just all go together, which is very exciting. This is gonna be the seating area. This is what we're about to finish. So tomorrow I think we're getting like travertine stone put on top of here for the countertops. Obviously we'll get doors on there and then a couple floating shelves are supposed to go in and then all the final touches and then we should be good to go. This is the state of my home office. It's pretty much done. I mean, yes, there's a few different areas that I'm gonna hang some artwork and whatnot, but I wanna find the right pieces. I'm gonna try to find them at thrift stores or local markets. I would say this is like pretty complete, you know? I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I am so fortunate and so grateful that the amount of space I have to work with for being a home office. Who knows in the future if this is gonna forever stay in home office, but for now, I'm very happy with it. So until the next video, work besties, toodaloo.